Hello everybody, this is Mr. Robin. Welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25. And it's the biggest game of the season, rivalry week in college football, which means we have another edition of the PALMETTO series. We will face our in-state and heated rivals, the Clemson Tigers, as South Carolina at home comes into this on 7-4. The Tigers, the fourth-ranked team in the nation. They've won 4 in a row, but we're here in Williams-Brice. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is a game we have to win. We've lost the past 4. In this series, we're 0-3. If you look at the scores of those 3 games, 55-13, 39-33, 31-10. If you want to be a successful head coach, you have to beat your rivals. We've yet to do that. We have potentially our best shot today as we start off with a nice first down on offense, but then take a delay of game penalty. Unsure as what to do on offense, and self-inflicted wounds is a thing you cannot do against the fourth-ranked team of the nation. Is on 1st and 15. Wade Mann goes backwards. Jason Gradkowski, the 4-star right here from Columbia, now playing for the Tigers with the TFL. On 2nd and 18, we just get a screen out to Mann as he picks up a nice gain of 11. And a quick third down for the Gamecocks. They come out empty here. Throw right side. Good throw to Baquette. Great anticipation. And good job by Baquette to turn around and find that ball. Not easy to convert on that one as it gets to 1st and 10. So we go back to Wade Mann, the nation's leading rusher this season, who had 177 in last week's upset against the Texas Longhorns. 2nd inches, he gets the first down. It looks like South Carolina will lean heavily on the run today. The impact linebacker, Sammy Brown, with the stop. 1st and 10, quick pass, Vernon Ryder, the redshirt freshman from Florida, who's gotten involved a lot more recently. Only a catch last week. He's already got one here today. So 2nd and 3, Wade Mann picks up a first down. It's a pretty solid drive here for South Carolina to begin. On 1st and 10, John Handrulahu will pick up 8 on his first carry. Inside the red zone now are the Gamecocks, as they will go with the bubble screen right side to Caldwell, and he will get the first down. Cam Pringle says is injured on the play. He would actually come back a few plays later, but he sits out this play. As on 1st and 10, Reno's a man open, but gets hit from his blind side. If Pringle was blocking, it might have been a touchdown. Instead, it's now 3rd and 4 after a gain of 6 on a play that got kind of chopped out when I was recording. Mann with a great spin move gets a first down. Beautiful move to get it goal to go. And now the Gamecocks threatening with the first score of the day. They go back to Mann, and he gets stuffed. Met at the goal line. Ajralahu's turn, 2nd and goal, and he's quickly wrapped up. Number 93, the true freshman Tavares Drew with the TFL. It's now 3rd and goal from the 3 off play action. The Gamecocks will score the touchdown. Elijah Caldwell, who leads the team in touchdowns, has 6, and it's now 7-0 South Carolina. But Clemson will now take the field for the first time, led by senior quarterback Christopher Vizina, who on 1st and 10 rips it for a first down. Vizina last year went 21 for 23 with 282 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was automatic, and he's starting off right where he left off today. There's a 30-yard strike to Ronan Hannafin out to the Gamecock 35, already driving. And off up the middle, this is David Eziamumi, who has the first down. He leads the nation in rushing touchdowns, actually, with 13. From the 23, Vizina across the middle. He gets hit and caught, though, by Hannafin. Great grab and strong hands. 2nd and 2, tried the bubble screen, but this one's blown up by Sonny Gallen. And it's now 3rd and 2. Vizina to throw. Quick strike. First down. That's Kenrick Lanier, the Minnesota transfer, with it. And now Clemson is goal to go. They come out in the goal line, set off play fake, and Vizina's getting sacked. The first in the college career for true freshman 5-star Tory Perkins. Clemson tries to get cute, and now they're backed up to the 14. Bubble screen out wide for Lanier again, and he picks up 7. Now you got 3rd and goal from the 11. Vizina to throw. Looks left side, and he's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Heap, the Columbia native from JUCO College in Benedict. With it, a huge turnover, only the 7th INT of the season for Vizina. And the Gamecocks stuff Clemson at the end zone. It's 7-0 now as we go to the end of the first quarter, as South Carolina holds the lead thanks to the big turnover in the end zone. They start the second and 9. They're on 31. Wade Mann gets a carry, and he weaves his way for a pickup of 11. Great start for him, his longest run. He's at 9 for 32 now. That's 1st and 10 back to him. Left side gets a nice block by Roundtree, and he'll pick up 9. Leading on the ground game, we knew this would be the MO for the Gamecocks today, and it's working out. There's Hajrulahu with the first down run. Out to the 42 now of the Tigers. Reno gives it to Mann, who checks back in. Beautiful cut, picks up 7. He's such an elusive runner. He's a great one-cut back. 2nd and 3. Here's Vernon Ryder on the drag. He's going to catch it and run for a pickup of 14. Gamecocks driving once more. They give it off to Mann on first down. Big hole left side. It's a first down. 12 more on the ground. Already ran it 12 times. Got 59 yards. But now at the 10. Monty Soro, his first carry of the day. He only picks up 1 as space runs out. Makes it now 2nd and 9 from the 9-yard line. In the pistol, Reno hands it off for Mann. Up the middle, got some space. And he actually finds the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. 7th rushing score of the season for Mann. And South Carolina leads 14-0. As Mann just finds his way into the end zone. Clemson now on the back foot. 1st and 10 from their own 42. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page. Now it's 2nd and 10. Vizina to throw again. Looks short right side. And again, not on the same page. 2 incompletions. Makes it now 3rd and 10. And Williams-Brice is rocking as the screen cannot get set up. Blown up before it can convert. That's a 3-and-out for Clemson. Now South Carolina with a chance to take a huge statement here. 1st and 10 from their own 48. Dump off for Mann. The slowest spin move only picks up 4. You do got to worry about sometimes with Mann getting almost too many touches as he gets another one here as the right guard, Sro, actually gets just obliterated. But somehow he almost gets a first down. Monty Soro now on the 3rd down carry will get it up the middle, and he will get the first down. Just continuing to ground and pound the football. Go the Gamecocks. Trying to audible here on 1st and 10 from the 37. Reno to the throw. Will look across the middle, and he's intercepted. Picked off by Sammy Brown, his 6th INT of the season. And the Gamecocks get too cute with it. They were pounding the football. They audible on 1st down into a pass, and it doesn't work out. Clemson with another takeaway. They were actually the most interceptions in the country. That was a team-high 22. And then Vizina with a big-time strike down the field, and Clemson's already into South Carolina territory. 1st and 10, dump off for the halfback. And it was after a shake and a tackle, we'll pick up 5. As you can see the numbers for both quarterbacks there. 2nd and 5, back to the air. Vizina looks short, just dumps it off, but Reeves will read it. That's a loss of 2 from the impact junior linebacker Bryce Reeves. Now 3rd and 7 for Clemson. 4-man rush. He wants the deep ball, and wide open in the back of the end zone is Vince Hicks. The redshirt sophomore with his 2nd touchdown of the season, and blown coverage makes it a 14-7 game as Clemson capitalizes off the turnover. As we now go to the 2-minute warning as South Carolina back with the football. 3rd and 3 now. You need to convert. They dump it off short for Mann, and he will get it. They say he picks up the first down. Okay, we'll take it. Now South Carolina hurries back to the line. They don't want it to get reviewed, and it will not. Reno will throw short. Mann, I think, catches it. Doesn't matter. He doesn't get any yards. So it's 2nd and 10 now. And this one's almost intercepted. Dangerous pass. Hands from Charles Lester on it. But it's incomplete. Now 3rd and 10 from South Carolina. Reno wants the deep ball. He's got Gatling deep. And DeBron Gatling burns the defense 71 yards for a touchdown. And South Carolina right back up by 2 scores off the deep ball to DeBron Gatling. Clemson now back with it. They still have a minute 2. As 1st and 10, their first play is deep. This one's deflected, but right into the hands of the receiver, T.J. Moore, for the touchdown. And Clemson, with one play, will answer right back. Off the tip deflection, it's right into the hands of Moore. It's 21-14. An explosive into the half. Now 10 seconds left. And intercepted is Christopher Vizina. Clemson gets it back, tries to do something with it. And now South Carolina, after the INT from Desmond Umeozulu, will try a 60-yard field goal from left hash. Mason Love tries it, kicks it. Good accuracy, but it's short. And that will be the end of the first half. An explosive into it. 21-14 your score. As deep plays from both teams has brought us to this point. 7 points separates them, and South Carolina is out in front. They just need to close it against their rivals. Clemson will start off with the football here in the second half, as they'll start off with a screen, and it's read by Onwuka, who breaks it up. Beautiful play recognition there by Obinna Onwuka, the West Virginia transfer. It's now 2nd and 10 off the play fake. Vizina wants another deep ball. He is a defender again, but this time he gives Moore no chance to catch that one off the tip. Swats it right in the ground. And that was 3rd and 10. Vizina to throw. Wants to escape. Actually looks right side, and that one's deflected down, and that's a 3 and out from the South Carolina defense. And now back with the football, their first drive of the second half. They go right back to Wade Mann, who picks up 13, up over 100 yards rushing today. Next play, it's a swing for Hajrullahu, a bad throw. Allows his momentum to get stumped. It's only a pickup of 2. He stays in the game. Man now a little banged up on the sideline. So getting some rest is on 2nd and 8. This one's off the hands of Jason Biquette. And you can see the numbers for Reno so far today. 3rd and 8. They try a draw and it's blown up. No chance. That was Jalen Eason in the backfield. The redshirt sophomore with it. He'll end the drive. So it goes back to the Tigers. 1st and 10 from their own 37. There's a quick strike gain of 5 for Ronan Hannafin, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving. 2nd and 5, bubble screen to Hannafin, and he'll actually get it here. First down for the receiver, 1,000-yard season. And it moves the chains. He gets another catch here. It's 3 straight to Hannafin. 2nd and 6, man across the formation. Vizina looks downfield, is going to scramble, tuck it, and run. He can do this pretty well. Hasn't shown it a ton today, but he picks up a first down here with his legs. A gain of 14 for the impact quarterback, who is a Heisman watch guy early in the season. Now 1st and 10 for the 33, dumped off short for the tight end. That is Marcus Dixon with his 3rd grab of the day. Clemson starting to drive down the field. Another rare carry. This to the right side, picks up a first down. That's only the 3rd carry of the day for David Eziomumi as he gets out to the 21. Play fake off the bootleg. Looks downfield, and it's a sliding grab at the 5-yard line from Hannafin. 8 for 109 for him today. And now a goal-to-go trip here for the Tigers. They hand it off. Pickup of 1. 2nd and goal from the 4. Quick throw right side. This one's incomplete. Nick Spitzer, the former Ohio Bobcat, with a great deflection. And that was 3rd and goal. Clemson would love the 6 here. They dump it off short, and they will get it. Touchdown, Tigers. They tie it up as David Eziomumi out of the backfield with the score. And we're all knotted up at 21 apiece going into the final quarter of play. We're in line for a classic down the stretch. Tied up, rivalry game under the lights. One of these teams has to win. South Carolina begins the quarter deep in Clemson territory. 2nd and inches is Hajrullahu up the middle, and he's starting to get going in the replace of Wade Mann. 8 carries, 41 yards. He stays in. Goal to go from the 2. He will not get there. Met in the hole by D. Creighton. Now from the 1, from the left side. Untouched goes Hajrullahu into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. 28-21. They retake the lead as they give it back to Clemson. From their 35 here, man in motion. Vizina with it. Looks downfield. Has the man open. And is caught behind the defense. That's a score. Kenrick Lanier, the Minnesota Golden Gopher, with his 11th touchdown of the season. And Clemson again answers with a big play. We're back to 28 apiece. Back to square one. Gamecocks with the football. Beautiful block from Jason Zamadella on that play. As Montesoro now has 7 carries. And Gamecocks, they're just pounding the football. Why get away from it when it's been so successful? Because now with a 3rd and 1, they're going to hand it off again and they pick up the first down. We knew Clemson's front 4 was their weakness today. They are missing Stephen Green on the defensive tackle spot. But I didn't think we'd have this much success. After a loss of 2, though, it's a 3rd and 9, so Reno will be forced to the air. Looks right side, a tough catch, but Biquette makes it. Not known for his hands, but that's a huge grab. Ball behind him, picks up a first down, keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10, though, Hajrullahu will lose 2. Jason Gradkowski again with the TFL. And now it's 3rd and 11. Reno takes the snap, looks short, has Biquette, and he will get close to the marker, but he'll put the Gamecocks in field goal range for a 49-yarder from right hash. This to give the Gamecocks the lead. Mason Love boots it. It's up. It is right down the middle, and South Carolina back with the lead. This time, though, only by 3. Clemson has 5 minutes left to play with. 2nd and 4. Vizina in the backfield goes down off the read option. Onwuka with another big-time play. Now 3rd and 6. This is the same play they just scored the big touchdown on. They bring the man in motion. Vizina looks right side. It's incomplete. Knocked down. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. The Gamecocks are a first down away from potentially ending it. 2nd and 6. Hazralahu picks up 2. 3rd and 4. Clemson burns their first timeout. What will the Gamecocks do? They run it. Nobody home on the draw. A first down. But there's a flag down. A first down almost essentially ices the game. Instead, they won't get it here. Holding on Josiah Thompson, the first big penalty of the day for the Gamecocks. And now 3rd and 14. They're going to throw for it. Reno's hit. It's incomplete. So the clock will stop. And Clemson still has 2 timeouts. They'll get it back with about 1:40 to go. And those 2 timeouts. So plenty of work here for Clemson. All they need is a field goal to send it to overtime. But you got to know Dabo and the Tigers are thinking 6. They start with a 3-yard pass. Vizina now up to 345 yards passing today. 2nd and 7, 1:40 to go. Quick pass right side. This one's caught a yard shy, and Clemson will turn up the pace. 3rd and 1. Clock continues to run. Vizina across the middle. This one's caught. Tough grab, but a great grab by Vince Hicks. As they go out to the 48, Clemson will hold on to the timeouts as they hurry to the line. 1st and 10, Vizina to run with it. He'll slide after a pick of a 6. You got to be careful. That was almost a big hit on the quarterback. Lucky we didn't tack on 15. 2nd and 4 now. Clemson still holds on to those 2 timeouts as we're underneath the minute now. This one's short. It'll be a first down. Now Clemson will burn their second. 52 seconds to go. Off the play fake. Vizina across the middle. Nice first down, and Clemson's now officially in field goal range. They're starting to let the clock run. You got to think they're thinking 6, but they're not in any hurry here. They go with the screen. Reeves will tackle them in bounds. Clemson will call their last timeout, and they'll just go for the field goal here. Trying to play for the tie in overtime. Clemson playing very passive here. 26-yard try from left hash, and it's off the upright. No good. Clemson misses the field goal. It was 16 seconds and no timeouts. South Carolina will win this game. Oh my goodness. Missed field goal. The Gamecocks knee it. And that'll do it. South Carolina with the upset against their rivals. 31-28 against the 4th-ranked Clemson Tigers. And the Gamecocks can celebrate their first rivalry win of the season, of the series against Clemson, in an instant classic. Clemson misses the field goal. I can't believe it. Why were they so passive there? If I'm Clemson, I'm taking shots for the end zone. They play for the 3, and they don't get it. Only the 2nd miss of the season for Nolan Hauser, and we get to celebrate. We beat the Clemson Tigers. You don't know how good that feels. Shout out, though, an instant classic, but we finally beat our rivals. What a game, man. I'm speechless. My voice needs a break. I'll catch you once after we get through the stats. So we'll sim the week now, and we get some good news on the recruiting front as well, as we get linebacker Ricky Prescott, the 4-star from Malden High School, to commit. Remember, Malden's the same high school that Kevin Garnett went to, so that's kind of nice. Then we get Kai Magnum from North Myrtle Beach High School, a 3-star corner. Ricky Prescott, in my opinion, definitely the better get from this haul. However, he is listed at middle linebacker. I think he's a better on-ball linebacker, so he'll probably get switched to that spot. But he's got pretty decent speed. And then Kai Magnum is a bust of a gym player, but he is a strictly man corner. But he's really good at man, so that is appealing to me, considering we play mostly man. Now, some upsets this week. Penn State loses to Maryland. The number 2 team goes down to the Terps, 27-21. And then Colorado loses to Iowa State. As we'll go into the rest of the game, start off on Thursday in the Egg Bowl. Ole Miss victorious. Mississippi State goes 0-8 in the SEC. Then FAU over Charlotte. On Friday, Iowa smokes Nebraska as the Cornhuskers continue to not be able to beat a ranked team. NC State blanks the Tar Heels. And then Marshall up to number 15 now, beating James Madison. We see Central Michigan drop one at home to Eastern Michigan, moving to Saturday, where Kentucky beats their rivals in Louisville. Washington destroys Michigan State 49-17. Virginia in the Commonwealth Classic over Virginia Tech. Michigan beats Ohio State. The Buckeyes fall to the Wolverines. So Michigan finally ends their 4-game losing streak in sweet fashion against the Buckeyes. Texas Tech beats San Jose State. Georgia smokes Georgia Tech. This was the game of the week. I thought maybe the Yellow Jackets had a chance. The Bulldogs prove otherwise. In a shootout, Illinois over Northwestern. UConn knocks off Army. Tennessee wins their rivalry matchup against Vanderbilt. Falls out to number 9. UAB up to number 4 as they take care of business against East Carolina. FIU over Louisiana Tech. We see Missouri beat their rivals in Arkansas. The Tigers have a chance to make the playoff. Appalachian State over Georgia Southern. Cal loses to Boston College at home. And then we see Western Kentucky in a Conference USA win over Sam Houston. Wake Forest drops to SMU. Kennesaw State loses to Middle Tennessee State. And then we saw, Purdue goes down to Maryland, 27-21. Arkansas State takes care of Georgia State. Liberty gets back in the win column, beating New Mexico State. And then North Texas takes care of UTSA. The Roadrunners I thought could be a team to watch out for in the AAC. I was wrong. Tulane knocks off Rice. Tulsa over Temple on the road. Oregon State gets a nice Pac-12 victory over Fresno State, 28-17. Buffalo takes care of Akron in the MAC. And then Syracuse knocks off USF. In the Mountain West, UTEP over Air Force in pretty convincing fashion. Cincinnati with a big win against their rivals, Central Florida. Minnesota doubles up Wisconsin. Before we get there, Houston over BYU. Their drop continues. And then, the Golden Gophers double up the Badgers, one of the hottest teams in football. Texas A&M with a big win over Oklahoma. Then UNLV joins the rankings by knocking off their rivals in Nevada. Navy drops to Memphis, 24-9. Ohio squeaks by Toledo, 22-21. Kansas State loses at home to Baylor in the Big 12. Then Pittsburgh back up to number 5. It's been a great climb to watch them. Western Michigan over UMass. And then Utah loses as TCU puts up 51 on the road. Louisiana cracks the top 25 with a victory over South Alabama. West Virginia, despite being 6-6, is the 16th best team in the nation. And they barely squeaked by Ball State. That makes no sense to me. Notre Dame takes care of their rivals in Stanford. Florida blows Florida State out of the water. And then Iowa State, we saw barely beat Colorado. Southern California, the number 1 team in the nation. They beat UCLA. Auburn wins the Iron Bowl this year by 3 points in another classic. We obviously took care of Clemson, and then Purdue beats Indiana 19-10. Texas back in the win column. They beat LSU. Not a good season for the Tigers. Southern Miss over Texas State, and then finally Arizona over Arizona State. Your players of the week in the country, Ty Lacey of Buffalo had 3 sacks and a forced fumble, while Chris Iverson had 3 total touchdowns and 247 yards. In the SEC, it's the 4 sacks of Brian Martini and the 4 touchdowns of Duke Simonette who get it in there. So we sim another week because it's Navy-Army week, and we get a lot of recruits this week. Athia Kilgo commits. That was the guy I wanted. I'm so happy to see that. Matt Willies also commits, so a pair of quarterbacks coming into town. And it's not done there. 3-star wide receiver Preston Maddox also commits from Inman, South Carolina. We also see David Ogbania, the left guard from Greer High School, with the commission. And then finally, we get George Darling, the 3-star from right here in Columbia. And so we'll take a look at all these prospects. A lot of 3-stars, but Athia Kilgo, the Scottish-born, was the prize. He is a gem, and I think he's a really good 3-star. He can move. He can throw the football. I think he has a chance to start pretty early. Matt Willies, unfortunately, is a good player, but, he's kind of the same skill set to Kilgo, so only one of them can play. Preston Maddox from Chapman High School, the same high school that Debo Samuel went to, commits. He's great spec catch with a pretty solid speed. And then David Ogbania, we can never ask for too much offensive lineman. He's a power guard, though, needs to work on his base traits, but still good depth. And then George Darling from Cardinal Newman High School with the commission. He is just a pretty solid overall player who gets some more depth. Now, we didn't get everybody this week. Josh Bibbs convinced himself, or was convinced by Marshall to go there, who is kind of not high on my list anyway. And then Army blanks Navy 19-0, keeping the midshipmen out of the bowl games this season. Here's a new look at your top 25. USC still at the number 1 spot, but Penn State obviously fell. And we join the rankings this week. As you can see towards the bottom of your screen, at number 19 is the South Carolina Gamecocks. We have finally entered the rankings, and honestly, I think that's still pretty low for us. We have 3 top 25 wins against Auburn, Texas, and Clemson, and they still put FIU, West Virginia, and Marshall ahead of us. I know we've lost 4 games, but come on now. Here are your conference championship games next week. Liberty and Western Kentucky in the Conference USA. Boise State will play Fresno State in the Pac-12 in Las Vegas, 2 Mountain West exports over there. And the MAC, Ohio and Buffalo. The Bobcats with an outside shot to maybe make it to the playoff. They got to beat Buffalo. In the Big 12, it's going to be Arizona versus TCU. The Horned Frogs could really cause some chaos with the win. And then in probably the play-in game for the Group of 5 spot, Marshall and Louisiana will do battle in the Sun Belt. In the AAC, UAB will take on Tulsa. UAB's got to win that game to make it, and they could actually take a spot away from the Sun Belt. Auburn, Tennessee is your SEC Championship, an interesting matchup there. Then UNLV will face San Jose State in the Mountain West. In the ACC, Clemson was still a shot to make the playoff. They have to face number 2 Miami, and then the game of the week is the Big Ten. Number 10 Penn State, number 1 USC in Indianapolis. Big games next week on the Conference Championship docket. We'll go through those next week and find out what bowl game we'll go to. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. I cannot believe we beat Clemson in the fashion we did. What a classic. So if you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.